Hello?
Hello?
Can I ask you a few questions for my homework?
Sorry, I'm a bit busy.
Please. Please, sir. I really need these questions. Please, my teacher will get... Oh, might hurt me. She might. Please, sir. I don't know. Only a few seconds, if I'm quick. Did I wake you up with this tune?
Yeah, you did.
So you were very busy then, weren't you?
I'm quick.
Well, that's not being busy.
Then the boat says, let's get out of
That's
here.
being lazy, sleeping.
Yeah. Okay, I want this.
Pardon me? Okay. Next question. How annoyed were you when I woke you up? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'll probably about 7.
Oh, okay. So, sort of annoyed, but not quite. Okay. And next question. Do you like prefer cheese sandwiches or ham sandwiches? Oh, very yummy. You get lots of protein out of them. Okay, and next question.
Mr. Wizard!
Marmite
Mr.
or peanut
Wizard.
butter?
Mr. Wizard, are you in there, please?
Peanut butter.
Honk, honk, I thought I
Okay.
heard a alarm.
And
Good grief, it was a person. Are you the wizard?
no,
No, I'm
son.
Raquel Welch. Mr. Welch,
What?
would you help me, please?
Do you like
to find
snow
the wizard?
weather or sunny weather?
Nice. Snowy weather?
Do you like the snowboard?
I don't know. No.
Why do you continue to
Never really
become
done
such a
it.
successful author?
Do you like
Well,
prunes
you
or
know, he's writing
apricots?
for a living. Typing, it breaks your
Pardon?
nails. Do you type? I was a secretary.
Do you like prunes or apricots?
Oh, I prefer longhand.
No.
Where did you get such nice teeth? One night I caught the tooth fairy in
Okay.
my pillow.
Blonde
I
or
gave
brunette?
him the best bucket in his life.
Pardon?
Blonde or brunette?
Would you like another, sir?
No, thanks, just coffee.
What can I?
No. What else did I leave out of the book? Oh,
Brunette.
do you want to go on to the strange people who work...
So, cows or chickens?
There was this slightly strange one who liked to hang out in front of bus terminals. Oh, do you mind? I'm expecting a friend. Not at all. Are you doing it for 17?
Can I ask what the hell you're doing here? You can ask.
Relax, Peter. What's the matter?
This is private property. You're trespassing. Roger Harper. Hello.
I'm Janine. This is my husband, Peter. It's nice to meet you.
I apologize if I'm on your property. I'm staying at the Stemple cabin down the road. I was just out for a
No,
walk.
it's all right. My husband's just a little protective.
Your husband happens to own this property, and he doesn't appreciate strangers violating his property rights.
My God, what's that?
Good question. I found a bunch of them around here lately. I've never seen one like this before. The others were all just bones.
Others?
Scores of them. Their life sucked out. Just some cocoon. I'd like to see what kind of animal could spin a web like this.
Can you read palms? Depends. Let's see. Let's see. That tiny line that wanders off the hard line. There. That's Stefan. I see him going away. Very far, far away. Or call it the past time. And the soft white land. As soft as silk. As white as silk. Look at me. And I don't say anything. You must be nice.
It's okay, I'm done. I love you.
Soon you will love me as I love you now.
I love you.
What's the matter? What's got into you?
I despise you. You're disgusting.
Open up! I know you're in there. Oh, fine. I can stand here knocking all day.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know if you know it or not, but your apartment is stinking up the whole building.
Listen, I'm sorry, okay? I'm having a little problem with my toilet, okay? It overflowed and went all over the place, so I'm just trying to clean it up here.
Well, my little girl says the smell makes her feel bad, and she just threw up all over my living room rug. Now, what in the hell are you going to do about it?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to take a mop, and I'm going to take the mop and fill up a large bucket of hot water, and I'm going to start stirring it and cleaning the bathrooms and cleaning everything, so I won't have neighbors who come by and bother me all the time, okay?
Well, damn, your place still stinks to high heaven.
Listen, I'm doing everything I can.
All the neighbors are complaining about it. And all I can say is that you better get your stuff together before we all chip in and have your place fumigated.
Thanks for coming by, all right? Thanks a lot. I'll do everything I can.
But all I know is that if I have to smell this shit any longer...
You won't.
Wait a minute, I ain't finished with you yet. Ow! Hurt my finger, you bastard! You better clean your dirty ass house, motherfucker, or I'm gonna get my son to kick you fucking ass! Crazy bastard!
The purpose of this exercise is designed to strengthen your ability to visualize during guided meditations. I hope you find these exercises to be beneficial to you. Now let's get started. The first exercise, or the first part of the first exercise, is I want you to take a walk through your house. Preferably your own house, because you would be a little more familiar with your own house. You'd be a little more familiar with where things are placed and how they're placed and the whole setup of everything. So I want you to take a walk through your house. When walking through your house, I want you to take a mental inventory of everything that is placed therein. What is where, basically? How is your furniture arranged? Where are the tables located? Are there any objects on the tables? Do you have any rugs? How are they positioned? Basically, how is everything arranged? Now, I'm going to ask you to choose one room out of the entire house. Preferably, we would like it to be possibly the smallest, cleanest, and most familiar of all of them. The purpose of choosing this combination is for ease of visualization. The fewer things you have to visualize, the easier it should be to imagine them. You can choose a bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom, anything, a hallway, just any room, any area of the home. Now, I want you to focus more so on this one bedroom when you take this walk through your house. I want you to still walk through the rest of your house, but focus a little bit more on what's inside this bedroom. Now that you have chosen a room, I want you to grab a few scrap pieces of paper. 2 of them I want you to place side by side, tape them together or staple them together, whichever you prefer. And the third piece of paper, I want you to jot down all the things that you saw in that room that you chose. Don't worry if you can't remember everything. I haven't had the time. You can be as descriptive as possible, now tell as vague as possible. That burn. Now, it does not matter if you forget any of these objects when practicing any of these exercises.
I don't know, that's all there is to it.
Focus on the bigger, more prominent objects that grab your eyes. Try not to list too many items.
Anything strange?
This may be a downfall.
Yes.
If you list too
Someone
many
stole a
items,
container of
because
tribe.
remember, you're going to have to try to visualize these things.
Toxic chemical.
Alright, now,
No.
pause if you need to.
If absorbed, it may cause nausea. Nothing worse.
You're absolutely sure.
Yes, I am.
Part of the exercise. This is going to be the more detailed part of this exercise.
That's not all.
With those 2 pieces of paper that you set side by side and tape together, or even stapled,
There are ghosts.
I want you to draw a very rough sketch of that very same room that you chose. Draw a floor plan, basically. I want you to start off by drawing the shape of
I was at the cemetery 2 nights
I
ago.
want you to include
I saw you with the man.
and the closet. Now keep in mind, this isn't going to be
Well, you were
picture
talking with him.
It's not going to be
They came out of their graves. They were looking at you. They listened to you. I ran away.
Do your best to
And then they killed the man and Mr. Alfred. They killed Mrs. Alfred too. They want to kill us all. They have killed them and now they want to kill us all.
Like I said,
Your story is totally incoherent.
that's why we have 2 sheets of paper. Draw them smaller if you have to, because it'll still give you
Tonight, you'll come with me to the cemetery.
objects.
I really want to see these ghosts.
Now, some people may not be capable of drawing. So, say you don't want to draw a sofa.
Finest place in town. I don't know.
Even a computer.
Why don't
You can abbreviate all the things that are on this list. All those things on the list, I want you to transfer to your foreground in one way or another. Either draw them into your floor plan, abbreviate them into the correct positions in your floor plan, or symbolize them in some way. As long as you know that it is
I don't want to think about it.
because this isn't for anyone else, this is specifically for you. Now that you've done that, it will take you a minute, I'm sure, to do so. Take a look at what you've drawn. Make sure you have everything that you listed on your previous list and is in its correct position. Size doesn't have to be proper, but whichever you choose. Now that you've done that, you're ready to go on to the last part of this exercise. I want you to now close your eyes. You have now visualized that room with your eyes open, and you have transferred what you have seen in your head onto paper. Now I want you to close your eyes and see
not the darkest
what you
pit
just read. If you
of lowest to Rebus, or aught of blinder vacancy swooped out by help of dreams, can breed such fear and awe as fall upon us when we look into our minds, into the mind of man. With that in mind, let's look at the philosophy and the psychology that lies behind this powerful system. To begin with, we should not make the mistake of thinking that our psychology should be
She bought it.
Who was it?
I don't know.
I saved that kitten myself. You shouldn't have done it.
I told you I needed the money.
I never see any money. I work every night, every weekend. You give me nothing.
You're forgetting who you are. Well, you better remember.
I think I can ever forget. What about Bobby Lee?
Well, that was an accident. It wasn't your fault.
But he was only 7, Papa. Those rattlers bit him. He died right there on the floor in the middle of the whole congregation. I made it happen, Papa. And I couldn't save him. He was the preacher's son, and I couldn't save him, Papa.
We did everything we could.
We were run out of town.
You lost the power, but you can get it back. I just know you can.
I don't want it, Papa. It kills people. I don't want it. Mama didn't want it either.
Your mama had the power, but not like you, Jenny. You turned your back on God.
That's not God. That's evil.
The power destroys evil. You gotta believe. It comes from the wind. It comes from the light. Take back the power, Jenny, and we can go home again.
Please, Papa. I love you. Please understand, I love you. This is our home.
Serpent, do your business. You got this gift. Believe in the wind. Believe in the dark.
The other struck his fingernails across his face. For good measure, pound his head,
when I was a boy,
then run.
There were other things that gave me pleasures. I used to go riding.
The oral copulation defense.
We were always together.
Here is another instance when you need to give the appearance of going along with what is happening. If you're being forced down to orally copulate your attacker, your defense is simple. Quit fighting and wait for your chance. Then bite off his penis.
I often watched him play his games with his peasant girls. He would take them where he found them.
This will cause shock and definitely end any thoughts about rape. Let's take another look at this defense.
Colored or white, it made no difference, as long as it satisfied his strong erotic desires.
I know this is shocking, but if you want to survive, you'll consider this a serious defense technique. The mule kick. If your attacker is attempting to sodomize you, that is, put his penis in your anus, your defense is to draw one or both of your legs back and kick out as hard as you can, like a mule or a horse. The back kick is very powerful. Put the full force of your hips and legs into it. Fully extend your legs.
On December 9th, 1947, Truman approved issuance of NSC-4, entitled Coordination of Foreign Intelligence Information Measures, at the urging of Secretaries Marshall, Forrestal, Patterson, and the Director of the State Department's Policy Planning Staff, Kennan, who, by the way, were all members of the Council on Foreign Relations. The Foreign and Military Intelligence Book 1, Final Report of the Select Committee to Study Governmental Operations with Respect to Intelligence Activities, United States Senate, 94th Congress, Second Session, Report number 94-755, April 26, 1976, page 49 states. This directive empowered the Secretary of State to coordinate overseas information activities designed to counter communism. A top-secret annex to NSC-4, which was NSC-4 Alpha, or 4A, for those of you who are confused by military terms, instructed the Director of Central Intelligence to undertake covert psychological activities in pursuit of the aims set forth in NSC-4, and secretly was to run a psychological operation against the American public to hide the presence of UFOs and aliens. The initial authority given the CIA for covert operations under NSC-4A did not establish formal procedures for either coordinating or approving these operations. How many of you understand what I just said to you? Not too many. Let me explain it. What this means, the initial authority given the CIA for covert operations under NSC-4 Alpha did not establish formal procedures for either coordinating or approving these operations. That means they had to answer to no one. It means go do what you gotta do, don't bring any dirt back here, because we don't want to see it, just get the job done. Don't ask anybody, don't report to anybody. That's exactly what it means. It simply directed the DCI, which is the Director of Central Intelligence, to undertake covert actions and to ensure, through liaison with state and defense, that the resulting operations were consistent with American policy. The only guideline was that it was consistent with American policy. Later, NSC 10-1 and NSC 10-2 were to supersede NSC 4 and NSC 4A, and NSC 10/1 was to establish the Office of Policy Coordination, or the OPC, was chartered to carry out an expanded program of covert activities. It was directly responsible for the alien task projects, and it was the direct forerunner of MJ-12.
And to leave this, the only thing the poor girl was wearing when we found her.
Thank you.
What's it about?
Juan, let's speak clearly. We must face reality.
No. She had no family?
I thought that you had gone to bed. Aren't you tired?
Where are you going?
Juan, really now. You mustn't be so shy, so afraid. Your uncle has come to see you.
You're wrong. I haven't come to see either one of you. You see, I'm only here to receive what's mine.
Andy! 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 I don't believe it.
Oh, come on in, son. Come on in, son. Let's get a look at you.
Andy, were you warned? You didn't write to us. I was getting so worried. I can't believe you're really here. Did you know they sent us a telegram tonight?
Can you imagine those idiots in the State Department? They had you in your grave. That's what they did.
How did you get here? Do you want something to eat? Do you want some tea? Kathy, make him a cup of tea. Oh, my God. I'll go get you some tea.
Hey, you know, Joanne called. She wants to see you.
Everybody's been calling. Everybody's... Oh, God, they've been asking about you.
Just across the street. They want to play football with you.
I've got an idea. I know. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call everybody up and we're going to have a big celebration.
Oh, that's a great idea, hon.
Oh.
Let's wait a while, Mom.
Oh, but I didn't mean tonight. I meant not until you've rested up for a couple of days. Here's your tea, Andy.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Oh, but Andy, you have to have something. I mean, you're so thin, honey. I mean, you must have had a terrible time.
Pretty rough over there, I think.
Over where?
Andy, look, I'm not going to dwell on this, but do you know that they sent us a telegram tonight? I mean, they actually sent us a telegram telling us that you were killed.
They actually said that my son died.
Creatures from outer space and liberate the city from the reign of rodents. Let them try their deadly poisons, the latest chemicals from the most advanced laboratories. They'll never succeed, never. That's how it's works. Men are stupid. During the time of Julius Caesar, rodents were already the cause of starvation among the populace. Bear this in mind, Lafayette. Civilizations fade away. But the rats remain. The future belongs to the rats. How much did you say you spent? 18. I said 18. I said 18 is fake. I'm not going to pay $18 for fake birds. This is real. This is fake. See the difference?
That girl was really a piece of work, wasn't she? You're not kidding. She'll be psychoactive pussy when they get it. Psychoactive pussy wasn't bad. Yeah, but I couldn't turn on the girls with their tits. You know what I mean? Yeah, but those double-cunted Zargoids were good. Hey, what was that?
And for a few years, it worked. The people that bought houses were getting rich, and the banks made it very easy to monetize that. You didn't even have to sell your house to make the money. And still live there. And so it's like the golden, the that kept going golden age. Nobody was selling anything. Why would anybody want to sell a house? It just kept going on. And you could buy another house with nothing. I mean, nobody wanted to sell it. Of course, I knew at the time that this was all going to change. I was renting, and I was watching all the nonsense. I mean, I rented a house in California. And I rented this place, and I first moved in. I think they were selling for about $1 million. My babies, little townhomes. And I rented it for about $4,200, $4,700. And at the time I rented it, it's like, well, it's pretty. No brainer. I mean, the rent. I mean, compared to the property tax, the homeowners' fees. I knew, but I lived in that house for almost 2 years.
Yes, you were in one of the Dr.
They were selling for over $2 million apiece. So obviously, I could have made a lot of money had I bought and sold, had I flipped one of them. When I moved out, the new guy that rented my house, I think he had to pay an extra $200 for mine. But I mean, there was an extra. I mean, so obviously, the prices.
Now you remember. I was ambitious then. I wanted you to help me with my career.
Yes, you all did.
Except poor Ellen. She was so pretty.
I don't want to talk about Ellen.
Changed all our lives, didn't it?
How did it change yours, Faye?
Herbert's career was ruined. He needed me. So I married him. Poor Herbert. I should never have done it. But, well, I got paid back. How are my babies? How are my pretty, furry little babies?
Tell me about it, Faye.
Yes. I will tell you, Paul. Herbert and I weren't happy. I began to play around a lot, and
revolution.
I was pretty.
He consolidated
Wasn't I,
his
Paul?
own government.
I had my own car.
He saw all of his own programs through to success.
Anyone. You know
and the
what
only
I mean?
area in which Hitler and Germany failed was in the area of the military, simply because they were swamped by the rest of the world and they were fighting 100-to-1 odds.
Girls being beaten up by guys just for the hell of it. Well,
I think it looked at something like an empty tomb, redemption for humanity, a blood-stained cross, and the giving up of his life.
I can document everything on Hitler. You'd have a heck of a time documenting empty tomb and all that. I mean, you know, it's impressive to hear, but I need documentation.
Jesus Christ didn't die in a bunker with a whore by a bullet through his own head, sir. He rose again from the dead, and he's at the right hand of the Father. And that's the bottom line. Hitler was greater than Jesus Christ.
In every respect.
In every respect.
Every respect.
And what about you, sir? You're an ex-con.
I'm an ex-con? Oh, yes.
You spent time in jail for what?
Yes. It was an assault. Silly thing of youth.
What did you do?
We attacked a few people, a few racial aliens.
You attacked racial aliens?
Yeah, we thought that was the answer. We were kids. We thought the answer would be to start at the bottom. That's not the answer at the bottom. The answer is to start at the top.
And assassinate the president.
Yeah.
Of course, you wouldn't pull the trigger, would you?
You said
You
that.
spent time in jail. You want to go back? No. You said that a moment ago, sir. You said that a moment ago, and right in your book.
I also said that the president
You wish
of the
that John
United
Hinckley
States
would have shot Reagan. You've said that, sir.
Well, Hinckley, if you're going to take the consequences, you might as well make it worthwhile. Why bungle it up?
But you're not dumb enough to pull the trigger, are you?
If I thought it would make a difference, I would, yes.
Excuse me, sir. You would shoot the president of the United States if you thought it
I would shoot anybody or any number of people if I thought it would save our white race.
Would you shoot me?
If I thought it would do the job, Bob, I wouldn't hesitate. But I know it wouldn't, so you can relax.
What if 6 months from now, or a year from now, you thought it would?
That won't happen. That's not your game, Bob. You're not in that game.
Do you think I have any comfort knowing that someone who espouses the philosophy that you have, who's as full as the devil as you are, couldn't flip someday and conclude that it might be in the interest of the revolutionary order to dispose of someone like me?
I think if I was going to flip, I'd have flipped a long time ago. People flip because they're searching for something and they can't find it. That's what flips people, Bob, and I've got the answer, so I'm pretty calm.
And what is the answer, sir?
Adolf Hitler and Charles Manson.
I am the way, the truth, the life, Jesus Christ said.
It was 2,000 years ago. Things move on.
Jesus is the answer, and you are telling me that Charlie Manson and Adolf Hitler are the answer.
They're today. They're not 2,000 years ago. They're today.
And if you took over this country, let me ask, what would happen to the Christians, born-again people like me?
For one thing, we would dismantle this propaganda machine that we have that spreads all the poison and the filth and keeps veils pulled over people's eyes.
What propaganda machine?
The whole media, the whole government, Jewish-controlled media in this country and the Western world. We would dismantle that, and the truth would just come through. People could open their eyes.
I have a feeling that programs like mine would not be tolerated.
Probably not, Bob. He'd probably be considered seditious.
And seditious means that I would be subjected to capital punishment.
Oh, no.
I would be treasonous.
No, you'd have a nice little vacation. You'd get your head straight. You'd be all right.
Concentration camp.
So you could go and concentrate. Get your head straight.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. What you're telling me is that people like me would be put in the concentration camp. And what about the disenfranchised of society? What would you do with the Jews?
I'm sure they would hightail it off the continent when it became clear to them that we were about to assume power.
And what about people who are handicapped?
They could live out their lives in security.
Security?
Yes, security. They'd be provided for.
You would care for them?
Of course.
You make sure there's ramps into office buildings?
Of course, why not?
Because there wouldn't be ramps into churches because you closed down into the gospel-preaching churches.
I think the churches would peter out the way they are. They are, in fact, petering out, but they would peter out faster.
What about the homeless?
The homeless? They would be cared for.
How would they be cared for?
They'd be given homes. Well, they'd be given gainful, meaningful employment.
And how would they be given homes? Where would that money come from?
Well, we'd get rid
Could we
of
visit
some of
Marseille,
these
Michel?
projects.
Where the tides rush in and out so extravagantly. Étrange par le carreau. My French is so atrocious. Does father speak French? Living abroad, traveling, publishers in foreign lands? I suppose he speaks scads of languages.
Fun was all I remember. Women are the natural linguists. Men just don't have music in their ears. What are those dreadful things?
Well, they're not dreadful.
Why, it's common goldenrod.
Aaron's rod, Mother. I had Kevin put them in.
That's right, ma'am.
Why on earth spoil a perfect
The
garden? Take them out.
swamp creature.
No!
Night falls. dark lagoon deep in the swamp, a horrible monster wades ashore and prowls the night, destroying all who cross his path. A pack of wild dogs try in vain to catch the swamp creature, but he escapes. After slaying another helpless victim, the evil beast returns from whence he came.
Nothing dreadful about that.
My, aren't we giddy today?
I'm so happy Father's coming.
Tell him I said hi. No, I'm just kidding. Paul and I are just friends. I swear. Don't forget, you've got to use a rubber. I think you should forget the whole thing. Get a girlfriend. Boyfriends aren't worth the trip to Planned Parenthood. Okay. Bye, Patty. That jerk's gonna get her pregnant someday if she's not careful. We don't have to worry about that, do we, honey? Of course not. So I promise I won't come inside. Oh. Let's go see if we can find a beer. Wait. Then I'll screw you with the beer. Oh, you're so nasty, aren't you? Who's your favorite lover? You are, darling. Why's that, honey? Because you've got the nicest, biggest cock in the whole wide world. You can let me come, and you get me pregnant. Kiss me. I want to do more. So you come out of your face, out of your top, out of your chin, What's that?
It's a real rarity. We always end up our tours in fun places.
Have you anything to say before I pass
Club
sentence?
Hotel. These bunnies walking around.
This is a travesty of justice.
These little ladies and stuff.
Let us say one thing only.
We're in Bermuda and we're looking for...
I want to see my wife tonight.
Mac and I were going on vacation together, and Mac is very smart, and he's very ingenious in causing trouble.
It's his idea.
Yes. I'm not here to tell you.
And we were in Bermuda together, and we were signing water balloons. He had me signing water balloons. And he was stones and everything. They loved it. They wanted more. They were asking for more. So I was signing these balloons, and he kept throwing them. I'm signing them, he's throwing them. And that's what he did. Those are snaps. Those little finger things you see there. When you throw them, they pop. And Mac wanted to see if he could light the snaps. I don't want him to do it, but he did it. We shouldn't use fire upstairs. Right in front of the manager.
Hit me a second time. Oh no.
Okay, move back.
This is the manager of the hotel, you know. He's gonna run you out. And he got away with it. The guy said it's okay. Don't worry about it.
The footage you see now is Emmanuel Lewis and myself on this speedboat. This is at Disney World, and we had so much fun there. We did everything. We did hot air balloons. We fed turtles. There he is. He's dancing with the characters. He's not shy at all. I was too shy to dance. Oh yeah, I love the water parks. I wish I could do that more often these days, but I'm allergic to the sunlight.
I really can't go in the sun. I have to have an umbrella, but then there are times when you just look like so much fun, you just say, forget it. I'm going.
The door is unlocked.
Edgar, what's wrong?
Come in, Carl, come in.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
Sick? Yes, kind of sickness.
Yes, well, I don't wonder, sitting here with no fire, no light on. I'll soon have this place looking a bit more cheerful.
No lights.
Edgar, you've got to pull yourself out of this.
Pour me a drink, will you? The table by the window.
You must get out of here. Sitting in one of this
No, I have no. In fact, if you can find any property in the world I own, except one thing, I'll give it to you. I have no land, no property, no stocks, no cash, no bank account, no home. I own nothing. Everything is owned by the church. They pay all my expenses. The church can vote me out. It's not some pseudo corporation, and I'm a realist. I think they can. I often say I am restricted, and this evoked your curiosity, which is why it's here today. The only thing in this world that nobody can see except me is this black bag. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 zippers on it, and it's kind of become a joke. But my friends and relatives cannot even give me a birthday card without it being opened by someone else. I'm never alone. I have no privacy. This bag is mine.
Would you tell us what's in there?
No. I hope somebody thinks $10 million in gold bars is there for the simple dignity that there is something I don't have to go naked about. Maybe there's dirty socks. I hope when I die, if the government bureaucrats get to me, that they salivate themselves sick getting into this bag. Because it's kind of a joke. I have no privacy except this black bag. It may be my memoirs, but my simple dignity of privacy is restricted to that bag. That's all I got. I don't own anything. I have no insurance. I have life insurance worth millions, payable to the churches, because I'm worth more than they are.
You have been informed of the situation.
I'm worth
My
enough
robot
to pay
is
the
already
bills, but in fact, I'm worth more dead than alive to you.
You are of course aware that the robot is a skilled
came with a unanimous
familiar
vote
with every fiber of the
to lead this church out of debt.
and capable of inflicting
But I'm the guy that
pain for
goes to
days
jail
if necessary
most of the last
without
February
bestowing death.
in my refusal to turn over the private
Master,
contributor
The
list of
rocket has
this
completed
church.
its first circuit of
I
the Earth
faced a
and is
certain
lifting over the horizon.
trip to jail like a news
Visual
reporter who won't
communication will
reveal
be
his
possible in a
sources.
few moments.
I'm 50 years old.
I direct your attention
I'm
toward
in
the
good
television
health.
screen.
But yeah,
You and your
I
wife
late at
will
night,
remain here, and you will be obliged to look and
I
listen.
want to quit
Tom,
sometimes.
don't make it
If you
angry.
ask me
Give
if
it what
I'm
it wants.
100% sure of my faith, no, I'm not.
I don't want Timmy hurt.
You know, as a philosopher, I know I can't prove I exist.
Stop him! Stop him!
I'm most crying
I anticipated some such attempt to
what I
destroy
dream
me.
about.
In the event it had succeeded,
See,
the robot is already monitored
misunderstanding
to drop
is
150
pain.
strontium bombs in a single circuit
Everybody
of
thinks
the
I'm a
planet.
fighter. Man, I
Now,
hate to fight.
do you still refuse?
But push me and tread on a principle. I'm going to
Your
do
husband
it.
has evidently made his
I
final
believe
decision,
inwardly no
Mrs.
man should be a
Marino.
boss who wants to
Is
boss.
there anything you
He
wish to
abuses
say to
authority.
him
I don't
before
want
I
to be a boss.
act?
I'm having to boss.
Have your will, then.
Yeah, I cry a lot of times. Maybe probably once a week.
He is not even
cried
conscious
out.
that you are watching.
Most times.
All communication is through myself. Are you ready, robot?
Cry baby.
Ready,
But yeah,
Master.
it bursts forth.
Good. You may begin with
And I
his
suppose
eye.
the thing I cry the most about is misunderstanding. I believe I'm the most honest guy on TV. I believe that I don't deal in Jesus junk. I don't peddle lies. I tell Christians to be Christian. Yet I'm the guy being attacked.
Obey.
That's what I cry about.
You know
is the
something?
inability to be taken at face
I'd
value.
rather play with you than anybody else.
Very lonesome.
What's the matter?
Yeah, sure.
You having another attack?
Obey. Obey. Obey.
Who can I have
What's
as a
that?
friend?
Oh, it's just that big old machine.
Every friend is a potential
Yeah, I'll
enemy
fix
until
it.
this job is finished. I'm a loner. I don't know if I guess I'm lonesome sometimes, but I'm more of a loner, I guess, than lonesome. I have staff people that
Why can't
I
anybody
enjoy
ever
being
leave
with,
us
but I
alone?
don't have any real close friends, no. Yeah, I'm lonesome.
Turn it on!
No.
What happened? The power's gone.
Gentlemen, would you be good enough to follow me, please?
May I introduce myself? My name is Count Eric Dyflatermaus. And what may I call you?
Rosie?
Would you like some wine, Rosie? I have it chilled.
Listen, I'm kind of in a hurry, if you know what I mean.
Oh, but you must have a little.
Okay. Boy, is this guy a sickie. I don't know what it is, but I always seem to attract these kind of weirdos. But this guy really takes the cake. Hope he doesn't get too weird while we're fucking.
Let's drink a toast. To me.
Ooh, I don't like this one. It's bitter.
Yes, sweet makes me sick. May I?
Angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home.
Shall I undress now?
Yes, of course.
Oh, hi, Barbara. Can you?
Girl, I'm doing all right. Say, you remember that tall, dark, handsome man named Sam? The one I introduced you to last week.
Yeah.
The girl he has called my house this week 6 times. You hear me? 6 times. Asking all kinds of personal questions about you. Girl, you better go and get him up that man and give him something. Because I swear, that fine man is trying Here, read.
Oh, girl, I'll tell you, I am not interested in Sam. I know all he wants to do is get in between my legs.
In between your legs? What do you expect from a man?
I expect more from a man than just to want me for my body.
Girl, you think I'm just another sickie.
Every time you fall, you have nothing encouraging to talk about. All you talk about is how you fornicating with your man, or how you want me to fornicate with the man. Barbara, please. Next time you phone, have something encouraging to talk about.
Helen, I swear, I'm gonna get your ass laid, yes.
Get me laid? I'm not gonna get laid, as you put it, Barbara, until I am married. Good Lord, girl, when are you gonna come go to church with me? You've been promising me for the last 6 months that you work. You gonna go tell wide open, girl. That's why you ought to just come on and get up and go to church with me.
I'm gonna try real hard to
Oh, Barbara, really? That makes me so happy to hear you talk like this. That makes my day too, girl. I'll tell you what. I call you Friday, and we can make arrangements, and we can go to church together, okay? By the way, how is your daughter Sharon?
She's much better, much better. I really think
Humanity is plagued with an incapacity for freedom, meaning that people en masse lack the ability to govern themselves on a psychic level, and this manifests in the macrocosm as government and organized religious powers, thus opening the throne on national and individual freedom to anyone and anything.
Are you sincere?
Enter the infamous rulers of the earth, the patriarchs of civilization, political, social, economic, and spiritual dictatorship, psychic tyranny. This simple illness within our psyche, this lack of responsibility and neglect of basic human freedom, has made way for every tyrant that has ever held rule over people on this planet.
You're kidding. Take off your clothes. You don't have to force me. I mean, I'll do it to you voluntarily. I don't like women giving me orders. Shit. Hey, look. But you're after the wrong man.
But these oppressive tyrants that are demonized by the masses are no different than us. In fact, they are one with us. In the book The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, he poetically states, I say, as the holy and the righteous cannot rise beyond the highest which is in each of you, so the wicked and the weak cannot fall lower than the lowest which is in you also. Every one of us has the capability to commit the most horrifying sin or show the most beautiful compassion to our fellow man. This is the very definition of an illness within the psyche and soul of man.
Don't. Please don't. Look, you can't do this to me. I got a family.
Think of any position of power that you believe to be above you. Royal families, government leaders, the United Nations, financial organizations,
corporate monopolies and media juggernauts. These are all facets of our false ego.
Married or not, a man is just a man.
They are the physical advent
first
of our
thing, you
own
come into the
sickness.
gas station and you expose
They
your damn
require
sexy
our
legs
conscious
to me, walking back
participation,
and forth real
our conscious
slow,
energy to
making
survive.
sure I see them good.
Because without our
And then
cooperation,
Matthew
without supplying
delivers
them
the
with the
food to your
sustenance
door.
of complicity,
He sees
they
half your
starve.
tits peeking out
Their
at him.
very nature depends
Tits
on
with
our
no
desire
bra.
to be ruled. And a typical symptom of the illness among humanity today is our continuous denial of our illness. Repression. We consistently repress those qualities we choose not to accept about ourselves. This is why it is so difficult to see the false ego and its multiple manifestations for what they truly are. This is the very nature of the false ego. It acts as a red herring to distract us from the freedom we truly have. For this psychic parasite to survive, it must supply us with a chemical that will cause us to remain dependent upon it. In this case, the sustenance is our conscious energy. And in order for us to feed it to the parasite, the chemical of fear causes humanity to crave protection and defense.
At last, science fiction creates the ultimate man, inframan. And a motion picture creates the ultimate spectacle. Adventure beyond your wildest imagination with the man beyond bionics. 6 million light years beyond believability. Is he man or machine? Electronic circuits integrated with living cells in the living body of a man.
She's okay.
Powered by nuclear energy.
Any of those guys?
Inframan. You won't believe your eyes.
Really hang on to my leeches. Goofing off all the
You
time.
won't believe your ears.
Spies. Put this up with you.
You won't believe your mind.